It's a comfort map, so you kind of agree with that idea of banning Dust 2, despite the fact that BO3 is now back?
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
But then again, NaVi has been the world's best team on Nuke for a long time.
Yeah, right.
At least a year. I think
not going to get any easier.
If you go to their stats, there's something like 30 wins, 2 losses.
It's mental, yeah. They've been crazy on it. It's another one of those historic runs.
Well, we'll get underway with the pistol. Astralis starting out on the T side, and I think they touched on it brilliantly, is how good Config is at opening on this map and how much middle control he was able to ascertain over the last few days. So keep an eye on that as BlameF will start things off standard, but holding B essentially by himself right now, just trying to keep the defense at bay as the rest of them are going to head over toward A.
Yeah, exactly. They are running like pretty close contact. Config is searching with the P250. He wants to get the opening. Ooh. And a dink, but through the wall.
Yeah, just throws him off a little bit. But there's Bit for you. Nice headshot and Simple as well. Good combination. The Desk just talked about that pairing and how good they can be. Yeah, this is tough now. I mean, the bomb site that you've lost access to it. So Pissed Around ends up being an absolute slaughter.
Yeah, BlameF was the one that was off the site early on. He's just trying to rotate back over in that direction. No utility to cover off those choke points and the accuracy. Pretty sharp so far from NaVi. So this round, I think, done. We can conclude as BlameF finds himself in a 1-on-5. Katie, and we were talking a little bit before this match started. BO3 is back, but you mentioned Alexi B was kind of slow his first game with G2, and they went through a similar situation. How do you think they'll be? Because, again, Hetrick was playing in the hotel room for a portion of this as well.
Yeah, that part of the map can get so suffocating if you have success. Zip's going to lead the way in. He's turned into an entry fragger. The Clutch Minister going in first. He's dropped first as well. Perfecto's got one, and still challenging. Doesn't want to swing too wide. He commits there, traded by BlameF. That's important. And Config now in position again to be aggressive and wrap around, but he's got to wait for the flames to subside. And I think the opportunity's passed, but maybe not.
Config absolutely nails it. They weren't even expecting him to be in that corner. When he gets vision back, makes no mistake on it. Still, he's going to be stared down. This would turn in to be a 4K if he can win out the round. Bomb is in the lane. BO3 certainly aware of it, but they're going to play this on position because they know the position of Config. Some out of the shoulder as he just snuck away, and you can immediately see Simple turn direction with the AWP and stare this lane. So this is going to be difficult for Config to go out with that AWP being so closely guarding it, and Config goes down.
One big compliment there to BO3. If you notice it, nasty surprise. Oh, electronic.
You got BlameF on low HP. He's going, oh, okay, Config turns around and shuts that down, doesn't he? I thought for sure he was on for 2. If he was there a second sooner, they had nades in their hands, but it's not going to work out. And just like that, NaVi, they've opened up that back door on the Astralis side. At least they get the information for this, though. That's the one benefit of this play. 30 seconds left over. Config still trying to find an entry, and Simple's going to walk out. Xyp9x, you mentioned it. He's usually going first. Now, well, he's the first to fall on the site. Perfecto limited, forced off, and still Astralis find their way in.
When Config gets that kill and Electronics made that play, you know, and you mentioned being grouped up and not having wide map control, is that kind of like a oh crap moment in the round where you're just like, oh, they actually know everything?
Yeah, I think that's a mental game at that point, because you know that they have all the information about your positioning. So now you need to decide yourself if are you execute strong enough that you can just brute force it, and sometimes if you just wait a little bit, it's also going to make maybe the other place overthink. And I also think one of the very meta things right now is that Electronic is most likely not going to make that play alone. You know, he's going to have a guy sneaking out with him. So at that point, you know that now you're 5 against 3 at the maximum on the B side, because Bit, who was behind him, is something that Astralis can probably predict. But yeah, a lot of A can be to the right in connector. So if Bit gets one and then Electronics flank, then it's basically one, but oof.
Bit's had some horrible timings in this game so far. Smoke's going to give up the game. They call it in. Look for Config. Simple rotating over. He's never going to expect it. He's done.
Doesn't matter because here comes the reverse flank. Electronic back on the a main position, a long position rather, gets the first kill. Bomb is down and ticking, and he knows that. You can see it, but he has to be aware of where those rotations are coming from. So Config finally taken. Bit's the one that gets the kill. Glaive has to hold this, but Smoke going out on it. Caught out. Bit was holding the entire time at Donut. BlameF has the kill finally, but he's so far removed. Surely they just get the defuse, and this is done.
Yeah, there's no angle for that from that position. It's planted just a little bit too wide for his vision. What a weird round.
Expecting the eyes were still up toward Catwalk. Farlig's got to be careful here. Is there a flash to go with it this time for Perfecto? There's no one in the site, so no, there's not. He's got to go alone. He's got a lineup. Farlig killed Glaive. Oh, he baited him into it. He got away. I thought he got it through the edge of the box, but no, Farlig overreacts. And they have to be gray screened. They can't go through it. Perfecto's giving up all of his ammunition, though. A little bit nervous, I think, in that situation.
A little bit blind, I think. I think he's just hoping and praying they're actually going to jump through it while he's spraying down, but this flank could be everything. Farlig's going to come back and check it. One missed shot, and Boomich is going to open up an avenue back into the round. Farlig unsure of where it's going to come from exactly, but the elbow shows first, and Electronic likely going to back off. Maybe see if Farlig will give him a mistake, and he does. Now the retake can actually move forward.
I would have thought Farlig checks that with a little bit more cautiousness, because Electronic's been near how many rounds at this point?
Run away. That's a percentage play.
Yeah, especially with this kind of a lead, too.
Yeah. Also, like, the thing is, if you look at Electronic's economy right now, 8,300, Simple would easily be able to get dropped one from Electronic. It's not so much about that, it's about removing it from the hands of Astralis, right? They're going to have a very difficult time dropping it. Let's see if LMF has some money. He has 4,800, but then
from a spectator
and stuff as well.
It's a great from a spectator perspective, as you say, too. It is pretty sexy that you can just spray into it and you feel so clever and it looks so cool, but brings back a bit of the 1.6 nostalgia where everything was paper thin. Perfecto makes Xyp9x look pretty thin. I mean, to be fair, Xyp9x is pretty thin, but that was nonetheless the play to make, and he gets the kill. Simple as well, firing on Farlig. This is a dominant half so far from NaVi, as they're looking to go 10-3. Glaive's the one up middle this time. Only one kill, though, and tagged down to 42, and now they know exactly where he is.
Yeah. I mean, one of the points I was trying to make before I saw the B-rush and just wanted to let that happen is I don't think this first half is very Astralis-ish from what I've usually seen on this map by them. I think they're usually pretty good at like Blame and like Zip going up and pressuring a Cave a pretty late round.
Yeah.
Config and Glaive getting mid control. Zip is just watching the banana push as well sometimes with the AWPer. And then sometimes they find timings in window and A, stuff like this, where they've just been grouping a lot, where on all the other maps they are spreading out a lot, creating chaos, getting map control. You know, that's also what Astralis has been known for many years.
I think it's like something they saw maybe in like preparation for this, and like, we can really try and exploit this. Let's switch up our style.
Yeah, it can be. Maybe they expected NaVi as well to just prepare a lot for those mid defaults.
Have more attention on middle, so they'd have more openings at the bomb sites.
Yeah. So I mean, theoretically speaking, by that logic, it makes sense to do the B things they have, because it's like 5 against 2.
Yeah.
But Simple has also been standing there at the right time, at the right moment a few times with AWP.
That's right. They had a huge run and they did still lose.
It's all good. Point stands.
Take care for this guy, though. He's been doing this many times. Oh, can we get a
hold? Couldn't get the double. Yep, Config able to slide back in. That has been the cat and mouse game for me this half. Those two just trying to get control.
Yeah, but Boomich and Perfecto aren't really pressured to make any kind of a crazy player rotation, because you've got actually 2 defenders at this bomb, so you got Bit and Simple, and they both have AWPs, so they both get a kill.
That's like the perfect crossfire. They both drop side by side. Like, okay, well, both ops are over here. Let's go elsewhere. Farlig's going to try and divide and conquer. Go straight up the middle, but 1 versus 4 on an AWP. 16 seconds. This one's done. Gets taken down by Boomich, and it has happened. Poor. He's going to run the P250 with it. Why not? Config needs to be sharp. That's pretty good for a Glock to win that one from range, as Boomich finds Glaive as well. Bomb gets planted. Xyp9x is on the board. It only took 1 round in the second half. He gets his first kill in the game, and he'll want to build on that without a doubt as Blamef comes back in to find Bit. It's Farlig that goes down on the site, giving NaVi still a chance to hold this bomb off. They've got the man advantage, and, well, make that doubly so. There's no kit yet in play for Xyp9x. Smoked off as well at Donut. And that actually is counterintuitive and counterproductive for him, because that's actually just going to buy them more space and coverage, and through the smoke, they'll get the kill instead.
But more important, in the server, it's just all that effort and mental draining from just being
just dealing with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being in it.
I think Fnatic talked a bit about that too. I talked the interviews. I did one with you as well when we were at Blast. We did them for Dexerto, and we talked sort of about Kerrigan and Olaf in their career. Hang on, Electronic shut out this time. We've got a round potentially for Astralis as he walks into the crossfire. I'll come back to my thought, because yeah, he mentioned just the JW aspect and them sort of being the villains of the community, and that was tough to and taxing to deal with as Glaive deals with Perfecto 14-4. So maybe the full eco was worth it.
Here compared to other positions.
Might have just been chilling in position. Good kill from Bit as he enters in. Smoke going to come in late, bounces.
That's the smoke. That is the late one. That's a crazy long smoke, but yeah, the timing of it, they entered on it.
Might be, I would assume it's just so they can actually kind of make it look like a contact play as that smoke's kind of coming in and you're not giving away the game by throwing it from a quicker smoke?
Yeah, that can definitely be true. That can definitely be true.
Boomich gets to lurk with that deagle. Get you one. Oh,
I don't think they saw him.
Oh.
I thought they saw him when they first ran by, but Xyp9x will get Boomich down. He'll take and welcome any additional kills, no doubt at this point. But
they're going to lose both these, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Simple's already here. Electronic's going to take the lane as well. They could work together, or they can split it. They've got Bit going the other way. All three players on top of them, and removed just like that. It is map.
All of them. So what is he? He's looking for a smoke or something. Now he's lining up something. Ooh. And the patient pays off. Flash middle.
Tell you what he lined up. Farlig's head.
Yeah.
Really quick before this map ends, because I'm assuming it's going to end here. When you're in like these kind of like man-down situations on the CT side, and obviously don't give anything up, but I mean, like, you know, every map has like a play you can make on the CT side when you're disadvantaged. Yeah. Is there does this map provide some of those openings for teams?
Yeah, I think you can re-aggro middle quite okay from like window and connector or donut or whatever people want to call it.
Yeah.
I think that's very viable to just do it slowly, but. Then again, it's like, you know, on every map, Jason, it's also that kind of mind game thing if you want to wait or not. And damn, boys.
Yeah, that one was fast.
You invite me for a cast and it's...
I know, it's the quickest game of the tournament. Either way, we got a long, grinded out 3-map series. And I mean, look, maybe we still get 3 maps, but that first one, NaVi just cruised. Boomich has got the opening kill. Simple doesn't initially clear, but he does react in time. Farlig doesn't even hit him. Config with 1 kill. Bit goes down. Xyp9x. Locker room windows, but Boomich has already made it up top. He missed that timing, and Config falls. He tries to get a little bit more aggressive, make a play to bring it back a little bit more even, and now Xyp9x position is known as well. Simple takes a few shots at him, and this is awkward. No way for Glaive and Xyp9x to get working together. They're both under some pressure right now. Xyp9x just by gunfire, Glaive due to his positioning, his play on the map. Bombs being planted as we speak.
Glaive swinging around. Good catch onto Electronic. That's going to give them 1. Xyp9x still trying to do battle outside and get toward the bomb site, but he's completely cordoned off because he's got a player in the garage. He's got one of the lockers. His only sense of coverage is that blue box. He needs to get away from that to be less predictably placed, but Perfecto runs him down and round over. He's the last to die.
Oh, Jesus. Well, Simple is... He's in a mood today. I think he's having a celebration that he's got his big boy Boomich back in action in the lineup here at ESL Pro League because he is a monster, just walking into entry kills everywhere he goes. 3-on-3. There is a kit on Config. Low HP, and Simple's gonna hide behind the doors. Do they want to go for it, Astralis? This is a lot of economy to put into a retake early on in the game. You could lose so much. They're hoping... Oh, they know he's there, and they don't want to move forward. So Astralis backs off. Although one player's not going to get away. Config surely going to go down. Farlig, got to be careful with that op. Simple's going to come hunting. Little jiggle peek and a tap. The bullet goes upwards, and he's still trying to bait out the shot to hunt this down. Farlig is playing a dangerous game because a second player is going to come join up, but Simple calls the hunt off. Blame F. This round's a little bit more calm and cautious approach from NaVi. Simple not just forcing his way into an entry kill towards ramp room, so a bit more standard. They know the op's in play. They know Farlig saved it. Flashbang is out, but actually it doesn't bounce into his eyes. Perfecto goes down. Zip is here for support, and so is Blame F. NaVi get red, and they get shut down.
Electronics swinging around as Glaive meets him and greets him at the door. Not exactly the greeting he was anticipating. He's not welcome inside. Made the journey for nothing. Simple might have something to say about that, though. He's going to barge his way in. No, he's not. Glaive turns around and shuts him out as well. So
Farlig makes his run over towards Secret. Last time he was aggressive, he had a double kill. That third smoke came in a little bit late, and Electronic was exposed far too long. Perfecto does find a response, a rebuttal, but so does Farlig.
Blame F wanting to swing around this smoke, but there's no gap inside of it. He might just use it to be unpredictably in a new position when it does open up and give vision away. It should be now that he goes, because Simple got 1 kill on that, though. That's the problem. Blame F wanted to catch him off, but Simple still strikes. And then, despite the Blame F trades him, Bit was ready to strike back, so it could have been a much more efficient situation. Instead, though, falls to a 2-on-2. Farlig might give himself up, though. This could be okay. Yep, fine. Just totally fine. How about that for aggression, Maui Snake?
I cannot believe he hard cleared that. What a legend. Bit 1 versus 2, bomb in hand, Galil in hand as well. Glaive would be a great find to have. Put Farlig in an awkward situation with the AWP and half HP, but his headshot percentage is still there. Unfortunately, it's the Galil, not the pre-fire the angle. Oh, he runs out of bullets as well. Awkward battle. BlameF's gonna win it out. He can actually back away now if he wants. He's being cautious, jiggle peeking and pre-firing. He knows there's one more. And BlameF is doing a great job of just being a force to be reckoned with outside. Bit, however, coming up from Secret. If Perfecto can hold on a little bit longer, Bit's gonna have a great backstab, but there's way too much aggression, way too much pressure. Here comes Bit. BlameF spins and looks.
Where's he going? Okay. BlameF to Bit. Xyp9x blinded and through the smoke. Shows off his... Over Xyp9x. Who's going where, boys? Sort it out. Xyp9x gonna stay up toward the highway position. They're gonna set up for a crossfire, so he'll bait them in. The big old fishing rod on Farlig. And I'm talking about his AWP, get your mind out of the gutter. Hits the shot on Simple, and actually Xyp9x gonna just push through. So getting a little bit aggressive on this. Thought maybe that they would try and allow him to get through, rather to try and counter that and push through. But Bit taking config is gonna allow some sense of entry toward the upper bomb site. Look at this, though. Should be an easy free kill. At least one. Perfecto is going to be the victim. Sees the gun barrel. No mistake about it. And they follow that up with Farlig to get Bit through the wall.
Yeah, through the edge of the vent. Farlig knows the possibility as BO3 wraps around. Oh, he just drops.
Oh, that's so outrageous. Think he could still catch him off on this. No, he couldn't because he went to the hut. Instead, Farlig turns back and nails it.
That's unfortunate timing in pretty much every single way for BO3. Yep. Follow up Molotov on top of the hut. Here we go. Molotov as well, though, right in the entrance of the hut, and that means nobody can get out. They're slowed down, which gives Glaive plenty of freedom and plenty of safety, although he's brought low. Now he's feeling the pressure. No one here to help him out just yet. Oh, Perfecto. That's so many bullets missed on a low HP player. That would have been a fantastic kill to have, because that would have kept the attention at the upper bomb site. Electronic on the lurk, transfers over, dink, but no kill. It's all on Simple. 1 versus 3 in 2 extremely low HP opponents.
Simple starting to get toward the ramp. Open the doors at control to give the sense of a possible different approach, and he actually called off Xyp9x, who was staring it down. Now, he was low HP. That's going to give away the game. You can see how tentative and slow they were clearing the back stairs, though, with those doors open. That gave him the time to isolate Xyp9x. Trajectory of the nade. Knows one at least was on the stairs, but he'll hear him running back. That's the low HP player. Simple's going to follow it. Oh, he's buying so much time for himself. Follows the footsteps away, knowing that they're going back down to the door. He's hit Farlig, and he might not be done with this round yet. Simple with all 3, and it's the round to NaVi.
That's absolutely beautiful. You're exactly right. And Perfecto's going to look for the push. He's going to get it. Gun barrel shows. I don't think Farlig realized that he was spotted out. 7 seconds left on the clock. Perfecto, he doesn't have to really move. He can just hold off on vent. He spots one more, goes for the fight. Bomb is being planted. Xyp9x is here quick, but his teammate is not. His teammate is far away, and that leaves Glaive in a 1 versus 2. Xyp9x thought maybe he had the time to push forward to stop the plant and just win the round outright by time. And that's left Glaive in a tough situation. Doors are open. He's been spotted out. BO3 and Bit, plenty of time to set up a crossfire that there's no way Glaive is going to be able to bust open. And he knows it. He's hoping for a mistake. He's hoping to draw someone out in the open, and it's just not going to happen. BO3 is going to get the final kill, and NaVi...
Doorway. Glaive's already out. They're going, and BO3 is not aware or ready. Couldn't decide which way to look. Perfecto only with 1. Xyp9x has the other, but Perfecto steps up. The M4A4. Happy to have those extra bullets, perhaps, as they try to run him down, but Xyp9x does sneak in behind and manages the kill. Simple. Oh my goodness. Stuck inside a mini. No escape now. Locked against the wall. They'll take him out of the rounds, and a round indeed. Astralis looking like they're going to make this 11-8.
Yeah, and at least this time as well, they're taking all the weapons away from NaVi, so no chance for anyone to be able to drop rifles over and force out some kind of a buy. Bit just flirting with the idea. I'm gonna back off. BlameF looking to cut him off from retreat, but Bit's heading towards ramp room. 3-round lead now, yeah. And economic control as well. And I mean, remember on Ancient too, it was like crazy recoveries from guys like Simple and guys like Electronic. Simple with some timely triple kills. They won a 2v5. Every time Astralis got an advantage, someone was in a perfect position to take it away from them. Here, it's a little bit more damage that you've dealt to him. That's gotta be comforting. Oh, good timing on the spam. Even getting some chip damage onto Farlig. There goes Config, finally cleaned up by Simple through the smoke. Yes, it is, and they need a lot more players to survive all the way through the round. That was one Simple might want to have back. Good shot from Farlig over the top, and Blame F still waiting outside of lobby as well.
Yeah, Simple gave himself away on that one, sprayed in and just above the smoke on top of the crate. Farlig was easily able to pick him off.
Astralis is going to have this round is tough. They've got 4 flashbangs and a Molotov. They don't have any smokes to help them really feel comfortable getting into the lower bomb site. So it's going to be difficult for them to break in. Even if they wanted to come back up secret to readjust to the upper bomb site, they don't really have anything to help them cross over. So Blame F is going to have to be super impactful on this lurk. And Bit in the lower bomb site has got a kill. So does Electronic. Bit goes down. Farlig the last one remaining. It's 8 seconds left. The bomb will not get planted.
It was a good try, Jason.
No.
Covered your bases there. Will not get
in these CT rounds.
Blame F trying to find that angle. Smoke to go cover the main entrance. They'll drop a Molotov back down on top of the hut as well. Blame F's going to win Electronics battle as he's forced out of position, forced out of the corner. Perfecto. He's only got one. He can only look one direction at a time, and they come around from both sides. Simple on the flank. They know he's here, though, because he's already taken one shot. Bomb to be planted. Smoke goes out. He's unaware of the fact that they're staring him down from the box in the corner, and Config wins that. Astralis wins the round. Weird. To close that gap, so Knife walks across the floor and an easy kill when he gets to catch that tap. See ya.
Yeah, Astralis is getting all the reads right now. This is great. This has been a good showing, except for that read. Good shot from Electronic from beneath. Config never expected it whatsoever. Boomich is going to be down here. Great Molotov, but he's close enough to step in front. I think the tick of the Molotov might have given him away, but Blame F couldn't control the recoil as he jumps through the window. 3 on 2, and Electronic goes down next. He was on point on Ancient. Here he's getting shut down. Zipix and Farlig to defend. No kit. Here we go.
They ran a gun it as well. They actually checked it, but they saw and could not deliver. As Farlig was able to isolate one, it's going to be map point after it. They just want to force the CTs into uncomfortable positions, but uncomfortably, Perfecto has made his way into the lobby. 2 kills on the very powerful UMP. Oh. My goodness, Glaive not easily able to walk through the door, though. The shot does come back. The problem now is that Simple's left on 24. Just enough time that bomb is going to be planted, and Farlig has 81. The new recruit versus the wily old fox, and Simple is rotating back around. He wants to get up above. He wants to go up the ladder to try and take this site back. Farlig on top of the hut. How does he anticipate this? How does he get the read? Does he consider looking that direction at the right time? And Simple's arrived up top. Easy shot, surely. Easy indeed. Oh, he went for the spray rather than tap, but he'll get it. And we're not done yet. 15-10.
Another just away with 2.
Oh, Bit. Zipix had nowhere to hide. Just stuck against the wall. He'll get nailed to it, and it's all on Blame F. Press F on Simple's head.
I don't really have any statistics or anything to back this up in this game, but one thing that I feel like, I don't know if my brain's just only noticing it when it's happening, but someone like Bit with like one of the super high headshot percentages, I feel like most of the time in the first half I saw him with the Galil. He's been playing with a lot of SMGs in the second half due to the economy situation for NaVi. Now he's got a FAMAS as well, and I want to be like, someone just give him like an AK-47.
Oh no, hang on. Yep. 4 kills, all headshots, oh my god. Blame F could have clutched out the game right there.
Yeah, he could have. Nice try from Blame F. 15-11. Simple.
I don't think it is this simple. Is there, oh, okay, maybe it is. They walked out, but that is a lovely shot to trade it back. Glaive with accuracy as ever. And now Config strikes dropping down. Electronic trades that. We sit to a 3-on-3, but Blame F finds him and the bomb downstairs. Bit's gonna get caught out. He walked too far forward. And Inferno looking likely because Perfecto is far from the picture.
Yeah, he's way out of position, and you could see Astralis had so much space on the map. They had so many players in a perfect spot to cut off rotations towards Mini. Absolutely perfect. No one able to get down vents to help out, and they lose too many players. Perfecto, this would be something special. He has that kit, as we mentioned, but only the one flashbang. Turning the corner, looking for a mistake, looking to grab one.
They're not gonna peek.
Not this time. They learned their lesson in the previous round.
Quick peek, and down he goes, trying to break out the window. Blame F confirms it. What a turnaround from Astralis, who were absolutely nowhere on map 1.
is forced back. Glaive, gotta be a little bit careful. Smoke coming in on the fly. Down towards CT spawn. Fast flank. Perfecto just checked it, but he didn't see anything. That's gonna allow Config a lot of space.
That's going to leave BlameF, though, unchecked as they try to boost. He doesn't get up on top of the pot, though. He doesn't get a chance for the clean shots. Config instead will take out Bit. Watch Perfecto. This is quite a nice crossfire set. The interesting thing in this is that they aren't alone, these two at the back of the site. They've got Boomich as well in the corner. So is it going to be checked? I mean, they've already cleared out Banana. They have to be back there. They have to know that all three of them are there. Where's Boomich? Got to be in the last corner they'll go to. And down he goes. Astralis picking up where they left off in the last map. Right, but most recently made famous by Rops.
Yeah, might have to start calling that Rops.
Rops drops. Yeah, that was a sick round. Glaive takes out Simple. Bits is the one to respond into that, but there the trade's equaled again, and it's actually a two-man advantage now for Astralis. It's weird, I haven't done a speed cast since probably like 2016, Jason, and I feel like I'm talking so slowly now after doing it.
Yeah, you were cruising there for a minute. You got up to pretty good WPM.
WPM. They pay me by the word, so I'm just trying to be efficient.
True, yeah. Got your bonus today. Astralis want. Even Zipix was considering falling off of B. So Glaive on rap side, Config up in halls. Farlig at the bomb site itself. Config's gonna get pulled away. Good kills from Glaive, stepping through the smoke. NaVi never saw it coming. Farlig goes down, but you won't expect Config up this close. Bit's in trouble. Utility coming out. Config doesn't want to push with it. Here comes Perfecto driving up lane. Not seeing anything just yet. Perfect pop flash, and inside the bomb site they go down. Config from the railing does it all. 5-0.
Wow. Where is NaVi gone? This is outrageous, considering how solid the first game was for them. There are people out there that will start to jump on that train, and I think there's a potential. Like, if they can start doing it late in tournaments, then sure.
Oh.
See, the thing is, I'm not one of those people that stupidly is going to say they're going to get back to what they were. They're a whole different team. You can't compare that to the 4 major winning, Grand Slam winning, best of all time. Simple.
Go for it.
Speaking of the best of all time, already crossing over. He's going to go back for it after the flash, knowing that they've likely crossed as well, but he's missed a shot. Uncharacteristic game so far from Simple. 3 kills only, and that is a massive one to miss because the bomb's in the open and Config goes right through the smoke. Molotov did as well, and he's now got control of the B site.
That is a bummer, because that's a shot I think we've seen Simple hit like 90 times out of 100. That one just sails by Config's body. Glaive getting the jump back to the A bomb site. I think this will shock Bit. He's not fooled at all. He says, Config, you're handling business. Just go passive. Let him in. We'll play the retake if need be. I'm going to get back towards the A bomb site. 37 seconds on the clock. Even if Glaive never checks, I don't think there's a world in which Bit clears hard left here.
No chance. He'll hear it, walk out. Only one place he can be. Bit goes down, and 7-0.
Take the opportunity of the IWP reload to close the gap, and that might be a bit too much, too ambitious, and just a small mistake, and Simple's gonna make you pay. However,
hang on, bomb.
Yeah, the bomb is dropped.
Simple did great work. Okay, he's got it back. Glaive managed the 1 kill they thought they needed, but Simple's come alive.
Yeah, I honestly, I was worried because Glaive had such low HP. I wasn't sure if he was gonna want to take that fight again, but you know, oh well. 8-1, looking like 8-2 at the moment, and I think Zipix and BlameF are gonna make a conservative call with the economy. Just save the cash.
Blade must have spotted something in the timeout because since they've been a lot more methodical about their takes. First time we've seen them go A in quite a while. B was seemingly a
death trap?
It was, yeah. I was trying to come up with, you know, B was brutal, bashful.
Okay. Going for an alliteration there.
Yeah, you know, trying to be more wordy than I'm actually worth. You know, get credit for things that aren't that clever. That's kind of what I do.
You're paid by quantity, remember, not quality.
Good point. But yeah, no, obviously B was not working out for them at all. So this is a much better round. I mean, I say that. Last round it still went B as well. But
Config. Oh, he sees the barrel. He sees the barrel. They jump around. He holds it. Can't control the spray well enough. One player, Glaive, behind the hay cart. Trying to find his timing. Oh, he's been spotted. He creeped out a little bit too wide. He's got the first over the top. It's low HP on Perfecto. That's the 2 health. And there's Zipix. All on Boomich. They shut down the hit. Glaive, it was sketchy. It was not perfect, but it was enough. And Boomich has got to go to the other side of the map.
Gonna have to rotate. Zipix trying to get there as well. He could beat him. He beats him, but doesn't get the shot off in time. And Boomich now realizes, well, hang on, I gotta back up here. Slow this down a little bit.
Boombla.
Boombla indeed.
I played a show match with Boomich.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
We lost.
Yep, thought so. Not his fault.
No, it was mostly the talent's fault. The broadcast talent's fault.
The talent. Okay.
That's how I'd like you to refer to me from now on, Matt.
Okay, sure, will do. Can you spell that out for me?
That'll be my new stage name.
Okay. The talent. Well, it's Boomich trying to do it again here. Hold on, 2 HP. He somehow survives that first attack. Flash out as well. Oh my God, if he had hit the headshot right there on the repeak, that would have been remarkable. He's still using this box directly. Hard to see over it though, so does Glaive elect to cross.
Oh, no
Doesn't
way.
even matter, Boomich. That is ridiculous. That is the thickest round you'll ever see.
He's doubled his kills in one round, but I don't know how he didn't get tagged bouncing between the box and the pillar.
This has consequences. Sure. Oh, good shot. Simple. He returns favor from the opening pistol. They're going to get aggressive. Perfecto on a config. Bit. Oh, like, okay. Yep, they're back now, Jason. They're in this game. I was going to say this has consequences because it gives Astralis a much better chance to advance in the group, despite a lot of the other statistics and needing other teams to win. Whereas it also puts NaVi in a weird position if they don't win this, and then let's say they lose to Heroic tomorrow.
Yeah. I love that pistol round from NaVi. It's super risky, but you have to wrap side with that AWP peering towards mid brackets. He's about to get smoked off. As Zipix puts that utility into play. Electronic going to shift over as Simple goes over towards the B bomb site. Great nades, great utility from NaVi outside of the B bomb site. Farlig is brought down to 3. Blame F and Glaive are chunked down into the 70s as well. And Simple is in position. 3 players here. There's the first kill. He's going to go for more. Misses the opportunity, but Perfecto has found Blame F. Farlig with that 3 HP, still alive. Somehow dodges all the bullets coming into the smoke as well. Config backing up his teammates, but there's no access. There's no step forward. There's no realistic progress onto the bomb site. And Flying Boomich is going to swap out.
They get a little bit closer to the arch so they can if they need to, but Bit now aware that they're wrapping around on the arch. Smoke down, goes back to the site.
Simple's kind of isolated though, especially now the second smoke went through. He's just going to try and find a timing and it's not there. Config is already passed in good position. Another smoke in toward, there might be a gap in that.
I think there might, yeah, I think there might be.
That could be so dangerous.
Landed really tantalizing close. Simple, maybe not though, because we're seeing him look behind, that they're going to wrap around. They're trying to get an angle on it. He's got Zipix down. Hard to say. We need to see it from his perspective. Either way, the kills are amounting right now, and the time as well for NaVi. The round gone, as it's now 11-9.
If there was a gap, it didn't even have an impact on the round. Good work from Electronic with the AUG, and Pitt had a very quiet first half, but he's getting the spray initially. Tucked himself in tight, but it won't matter. He's blinded. This is a nice hit from Astralis. They found a timing where there's only one defender. Boomich is going to try and get something to make this possible. Maybe get a little bit lucky.
It's forward to the Molotov, though. Ah, that's a bit desperate. I think he should have waited for that smoke to disappear. The bullets disappeared, as Config did. And down he goes. So that makes things bad to worse. Simply, absolutely is going to take that shot. Just like Bon Jovi, he lives on a prayer. As opposed to me that lives on the prairie. Just kidding, I'm on the other side of Canada, but it sounded cool. Backing away, Simple trying to get a few shots in to hurt the economy of Astralis. They'll get their first round of the half, 12-10. But you're right, it was timing. They were fast.
Yeah. I mean, much like, I think NaVi in the first half, Config backed away from it, back to mid, setting up a Hulls pop. Farlig is going to be aggressive. You have to imagine through the mid smoke as well as this hit comes in. Oh, Electronic, big job to do. Blinded, but they peeked before it, so he knew exactly what was coming. He was able to get the intel before his vision was obscured, and the bomb is tantalizingly close to the center of Simple's crosshair.
Oh, Farlig, I'll give him credit for that one. Simple slides out and he gets the shot. They know he's there. Electronic hasn't left the graveyard position. Farlig's still trying to find him as well.
Can't really do anything about that position, though. You have to handle the teammate. You have to handle him quickly and then predict the follow-up peak. And yeah.
Yeah, it slows him down entirely. Stuck out at the top side of Banana, blame F. Still trying to get an angle. Oh my goodness, Config. There's what we need. There's the entry they need. Simple though. Here, and oh my god, he's so quick. This time comes back around, can't find the second, but knows they're gonna be approaching. He nails Farley. He's not done there. Oh, he is. Zipix finally, and just barely gets an angle over top. As it looked stunning to start it off, but that's gonna buy Boomich time and space to come back over Bomb Planet. He knows he's gotta be on the site, and he'll catch Zipix out. Blame F. Bomb is planted for him. He can play this side to swing out and get the immediate diffuser, but Perfecto up above has the same angle down the lane, so they can get on this and try and bait him back into position. It's exactly what they're going to do. Is he going to spot the diffuser first? Not a chance. Perfect setup from Perfecto.
Sometimes all you can do is laugh when you see the things that Simple's able to do. That is an incredibly difficult shot, the first to muster up the courage for a comeback. Ooh. This time Electronic is punished. This time he spots it out. Simple's still gonna go for the peak. Supreme confidence, and he might have been overconfident. Supreme overconfidence. Bit goes down through the smoke. Unconfirmed damage onto Electronic. They're gonna be so happy when they do end up confirming it.
Life in the old dog yet. Oh no, blame F. Boomich just runs to his own certain death. Farley gets that shot as well onto Electronic. That's over toward Graveyard. So this one done. All right, where did this come from, Astralis? We got 15-13 on the board.
Yeah, well, we're not going to see NaVi get aggressive at all in these next two rounds.
Ooh, that nade. That's lovely. About as good as it gets. The paper-thin walls of the apartment straight through the drywall, as he just needed a pixel to spot inside of the doorway. Boomich pushed down, Farley gone. Turn of events, you said they weren't going to get aggressive. Boomich has certainly found the time to strike. Calculated aggression, we'll call it.
Yeah, calculated aggression. Well, Astralis better calculate themselves something genius in this round. 3 on 5, where the series is over, even taking some damage to the smoke. Boomich! Ooh, there was a world in which Glaive might have been able to catch him. That would have been fantastic. Glaive and blame F to pressure the B bomb site. Zipix lurking in middle. Gonna flash himself up to clear brackets as best he can. If Glaive and blame F are going to come back, yeah, they need to run, and they're doing just that. I was going to say there's a timing on this. If they try and walk back or slow play this too much, Simple is going to get the idea. He's already on his horse on the way back to the A bomb site. Electronic and Bit, they just have to hold off for now.
Glaive, smoke to the archway. They're going to go around 18 seconds to try and get this on the site, and Bit is in a perfect position, and Pit, having not moved, reveals his position now. But that just gives information to Electronic, who's going to spray down the first. Bit pops up for the second, and blame F will be blamed last. 16-13, good comeback from NaVi, not only in this game, but in this series.